Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Welcome back to the channel for my 1,000 round update on the VP9. 1,000 rounds in under a month is unheard of for me. I guess you could say I'm addicted to shooting the VP9. I don't want to leave the range when I go, and obviously I haven't been very often. What I do is I've got ammo cans, of 9mm, and that's kind of to pick out of, my kids shoot. I'll use it sometimes, but I'll just buy boxes of ammo. And so what I've been doing is buying a couple boxes, going to the range, blowing through it, and then grabbing some out of my ammo can too with this gun. I don't want to stop shooting it. I'm in love with it. It's just a phenomenal shooting handgun, and I really, really like it a lot. So I'm going to make this video fairly short. Can't really belabor a point when you're talking about a 1,000 round review. Just going to go over a couple of modifications you guys can see on it. And number one, the +5 extension from X-Tech Tactical. The gun has run perfectly with that in it, no issues whatsoever. And in my other video then, I've got it on my USP Compact as my night gun. And so that's a really cool product. The TLR1 HL 800 lumens. Extremely bright. It might be too bright even for home defense use because it really bounces off the walls. It really splashes back, and in the middle of the night in the sleep fog, I don't know if it would be the right light. So if you're going to get this one, check it out in your own home. Make sure it's going to work. Now as a carry light, it's awesome because it's got a really nice wide spill, but also a nice focus beam, to blind any fool that wants to rob, rape, kill, whatever they do. Trigi HDs up on top. Those and the iDot Pros are my favorite self-defense sight. Unfortunately, Mariglo doesn't make the iDot Pros for too many handguns. Mostly M&Ps and Glocks. I know they have a few more, but that's their biggest market, which is understandable. But the HDs are awesome sights. And what I like about them is they are point of aim, point of impact on every pistol I've had. The Trigi HDs just work perfectly. So those are the only mods I've done. I have not done any modifications to the gun whatsoever. The internals or anything else. There's no need to. This gun out of the box is just really, really good. So just to review the pros really quick that I talked about during the review. Ergonomics, I think, are second to none. I think where the controls are located, the mag release, the way the grip feels, the interchangeable panels, the cocking serrations front and back. It's just, even the charging handles and back, those are really, really useful. Bloody hands, sweaty hands, wet hands, they work, and they're just a really cool feature. So the reliability, 1,000 rounds, no issues. This is the first gun I put 1,000 rounds through where I haven't had at least one failure to feed, eject, fire, slide not locking back after the last round. This is the first gun. Every single round, 1 through 1,000, has been flawless, guys. You can believe me or not, I'm being completely sincere and honest. I don't have anything to gain by lying. I would tell you if it didn't work, and this thing has worked, and it has been flawless, perfect. It's accurate. What I will say is, and the only con on this gun, I had to come up with one con, the stock sights for me, even though they are really not bad. They're the luminescent greenish yellow. They glow really nice at night after you charge them, and they're really nice to see in daytime. Plus they're steel stock sights. Glock, you might want to listen for a change. But the stock sights printed about 2.5 inches low for me at 7 to 10 yards on a bench rest. And I don't like that. I like to be zeroed in that 7 to 10 yard range and adjust accordingly. So that's the only con. Even though the sights are really pretty nice, they printed low for me. So there's my con. Other than that, everything else are pros on this gun. So I will say, even though the stock sights weren't accurate for me, they were precise. And on that bench rest, the group was puny from 10 yards. It was just unreal how precise, how repeatable those bullets go, where they're supposed to go. So ergonomics, the trigger. We talked about ergonomics, we talked about everything else. Let's talk about the trigger. All right, she's unloaded. The trigger is phenomenal. Out of the box on the VP9. Just a beautiful thing, guys, to break. I love it. It's a great trigger. It might even be better after 1,000 rounds. It's just really is done well. So enough about the gun. I love it. It's shot well. It's been perfect through 1,000 rounds. I'm going to show you guys on the bench now. I'm going to break it down, show you the internal, see what it looks like after 1,000 rounds. All right, so here we are on the bench, and I just want to show you guys really quickly the internals of the VP9. Take a look at the beefy slides. You don't see any grooving. And I have seen that with guns with a similar round count where they actually start to groove where the slide cycles, and it's not a really nice, tight, smooth, well-engineered fit. And you start to see a ton of wear, and you can see on the back rails just a little bit of the color is off of the black there, but they look great. So take a look at the inside of the slide. Obviously, where the barrel makes contact with the bottom there, you can have a little bit of a little shiny. No big deal. But if you take a look at the bottom of the slide right here, that's a point, and inside the slide rails actually, I've seen guns with 100, 200 rounds, pretty good name brand guns as a matter of fact, not to name any, that show wear on the slide, the bottom of it, within 100, 200 rounds. And that just goes to show German engineering is real, that these HKs are different, absolutely different. That means that slide is cycling back, and it's almost like it's riding on the lubricant that you put in your gun, and you know, makes very little metal contact, to be honest. And when it does, it's so well fit, tight, straight, and pure that this is what you end up with, is a gun that just looks almost brand new on the inside. All right, so you saw the internals. I talked about the pros and the one con. The ergonomics, the modifications I've done to it. Guys, it definitely is my favorite striker fired pistol. Through the first 50 or 100 rounds, I determined that. But after 1,000, there's no doubt whatsoever. This gun is just awesome, and I love it. So no complaints, guys. If you're thinking about getting one, do it. The price, I've seen these for $499 to $550. Right in there with Glock and M&P, SIG P320. So don't tell me these are crazy, out of this world expensive, because they're not. It is an excellent striker fired option. Highly recommend the H&K VP9. Till next time, guys, be safe. We'll catch you later.